Hello survivors, hello, welcome to the stream guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. And thank you very much to Moon. What's the next colour? I don't think there is a new year. Not a new year yet. 60 months, right? I mean, I can look. Hey, Cygnus as well, 39 months. Tier 1 plus, thank you very much guys, both of you. I don't know why YouTube sometimes just is a pain. Verify it's you. I'm streaming right now, bro. Like, of course it's me. Are you stupid? Like, I'm not gonna verify it's me. Let me see, memberships.
Feels good. Sounds good.
Let's keep the badge red. You've got the badge red for at least the next 5 months. It's funny that your badge is going to turn from red to a different colour when Jurgen Klopp leaves. Unlucky, bro. I don't know. Is that funny, haha, or is that funny, sad? I don't know. Just get off this. It's way. Okay, let me just find information here. Oh goodness. It looks still grinding away. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. Let's have a look here. Okay, let me have a little look. I'm not really sure what the information even is.
Feels good. Sounds
Tier
good.
2, 20 months. Thank you so much, Valiant. I do appreciate that, man. 31 months at Tier 1 plus for you, Bretland. I appreciate it as well. I've actually been looking at, you know, how it works now, because obviously I don't get to see it unless I check on someone else's channel. They've updated the screen quite nicely. Badges. Is it badges? Memberships. Levels. Customize default perks. Okay. No, there isn't a new one yet. There's only like 48 months is the max at the moment. I mean, maybe I get to 60 when it gets close. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look into it. They've added some new stuff that is interesting. I'll have a look. I'll have a look later, but yeah, no 60th month color. I'm not sure what color I'd make it either. Did I type the thing at the bottom of the screen correctly? New teaser video plus new specialist preview this weekend. Indeed, I did. As it says, this weekend there is going to be a new teaser video on some of the characters coming to RTS, but there is also a new specialist skill, and the new specialist skill is one that can be used on attack and defense. So it's not just the defense, you know, specialist skill, which generally means it's not going to be one that is based on like making a character harder to kill. So that's a good thing as well. That's always a nice thing. That's always a nice thing. Go purple. We've got purple already. Seeing this is purple. I think purple was the one before blue.
Good.
Hey, Brad, thank you very much. 2 months at Tier 1. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Man, we had a streak today, guys. What, 5 member renewals? Thanks, guys. If you are a member, you can obviously just share that in the chat for free. You get to do that once a month. That was an addition they made after complaints, because yeah, people can do that. So YouTube is saying I can't resub. Don't believe you. Sorry. Okay, who have we got in chat? We've got Moon, Valiant, Bretland, Daylight. We also have Brad as well, and Cygnus. Just not talked yet. How are we doing today, guys? I'm gonna be just chilling out. I need to run a roadmap, but I'm not sure if I can be bothered on today's stream, but I might have to. I might have missed it even. I kind of missed a lot of login days. I think I missed 7 login days in the last month. I'll have to double check. It's been a few. It's been a few days I've missed. Let's have a little look at the calendar. So I missed 4. Okay, it's not as crazy as I thought, but I missed 4 login days, which is not ideal. Okay, this has a day and 3 hours left. I'm not going to bother doing that. My stream today is not going to be super long because I'm not really feeling RTS at the moment. If it isn't apparent, guys, with the lack of content on my channel, there isn't much to make content on, but I'm not really feeling the game at the moment. Not much to do. Not that fun. I do like Survival Road. I did Survival Roads, just auto through it, but yeah, the game's kind of like not too exciting for me at the moment. There are other things that I'm finding more enjoyable. Just is the way it is. It's just the way it is. Like, I'm playing a RimWorld game at the moment that's been a lot of fun. I'm playing Helldivers 2 with my brother from time to time, and making content on another channel, which is taking up my time as well. So trying to make that channel actually work, which is difficult. I was looking for another 6-hour stream. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I mean, what can I even do for 6 hours in RTS? Football Manager channel. I mean, I thought about it, but like, it would take a lot of effort. It'll take a lot of effort. I kind of not sure what I'm going to do. I'm not really sure what I'm doing with content creation going forward, honestly. I'm kind of in a lull. I'm in a moment where I've got to decide, honestly, where the future lies for me. If it even lies in making content anymore. I might not make content anymore. I'm not 100% certain what I'm going to do. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. Like I say, kind of in the voids at the moment. 6 hours. Yeah, I mean, I streamed for 6 hours on a stream yesterday on a different channel, which was like, I didn't even realize 6 hours passed. Honestly, it was a lot of fun. It's just the way it goes, though. Any word on February or March or April update? You mean April update, I guess, because I mean we're at the end of March. I mean, there's an event coming next week. There's some information that was kind of published on Google Play that looks like it's going to be a new event, probably a month-long event after the Sandra one, revolving around April Fool's Day. Seems interesting. And the character is going to be Wendy, or Winter Wendy, as I think she's being advertised as. Like I say, should be pretty interesting. See what the character has to do, you know. I think there's a gold rush meant to be coming in April as well. That's kind of been teased as out. Nothing too crazy, but some stuff to look forward to, I guess. I was there. You were indeed. I don't know if you were there for the whole 6 hours, but you did pop in. I'd appreciate it. Locker's leaving us. I mean, I don't know what the future holds for RTS. You know, for me, myself personally, I've been thinking about certain things in the last couple of months, honestly, since the turn of the new year. What to do? Is RTS really going to change much? I don't think it will. So that's a problem. Because you know it's not, there's not much going on, and there hasn't been much going on for a while. To be fair, it is winter in the summer hemisphere. Yeah, I don't know why they called her Winter. I guess maybe sometimes the characters' names can be locked in, and they didn't change her name or something. I don't know. I don't know how that works, to be honest. Did I get anything to spend in this? No. Let me see. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this. I'm not sure. I think I was on course, but it's not looking good at the moment. I've got 20 pulls on the new stash. Should probably go check that out. Let's go. There we go. I think we get 15 from SR, and I managed to do raid as well. I nearly went to bed. I was like, damn, I'm going to miss 5 pulls. And I actually kind of want this weapon and this one. Those are the 2 big weapons for me. Stars, knife, and Luke's Vengeful Hunting Rifle. Big weapons. Maybe start that cooking channel look. Food is also a winner. I don't really have a good kitchen for it, honestly, in terms of setting stuff up. And honestly, my hob, sorry, has been giving me jip recently. I'm gonna have to start lighting it with a lighter rather than with the igniter, because when I turn on it, when I press the button for the ignite, right, it doesn't turn off. And I managed to turn it off earlier today. It was on for like 8 hours. I managed to turn it off earlier, and I was like, mate, magic, I'm never pressing this button again, because it was just literally like every like 5 seconds it was like click, and then all of the sparks would fly on all of the gases. Obviously, it's just an ignite. Unless there's any gas on, it's fine. But it's kind of disconcerting to know that. And the kitchen is right below my bedroom, and when it's proper late at night and no sound, I'd be hearing it. And it would be really hard to get to sleep with that going off every 5 seconds, you know? But yeah. And we still have snow here. Yeah, I mean, it's still... the weather's starting to improve in London a little bit. You know? Anyway, yeah, this is the weapon I want. Luke's Vengeful Hunting Rifle. Star's Vengeful Bow Knife. Really, both pretty good weapons. Taunt on each turn, stun on defense, like stuff you can't craft. And this one doesn't have the greatest stats on it, honestly, but neither did this. Neither of them have actually good stats on them. But I guess that's how Scopely offset the power of the 3rd and 4th slots. But yeah, those are the 2 weapons I do want. We've got 20 pulls, I believe. We do. So let's see if we can get one. Let's see. All these shapes do look like weapons, completely baiting you straight away. Okay, we get another 4th of July weapon. It's not too bad, I guess. That's the Ransack pistol. That's actually not too bad to get. I'm not necessarily sure I'd use 2, so I might switch out what the 3rd slot is. I think I might have already switched out what the 3rd slot is on the other weapon. I made it more damage dealing, so I might figure out a different thing. I'm not sure what I'll do here. But yeah, having another one is nice. That's not terrible. It's a good weapon. It's one of the better weapons in here for sure. Choice box. I'm not sure what the choice box was of. We'll check that out in a second. I get Paragon mods. Okay. What was the choice box of? Was that any good? It's the only choice box. Okay, no, it's not. It's just a bit of stuff. Cool. Another Paragon mod, nice. Protect Aaron's 9mm. I think that's the. I think that's an absolute defense pistol. It's not terrible, I guess. Yeah, absolute defense, improved absolute defense, reduced damage. I've got one of these already, so I might switch out the last slot to something else. But this has better stats on it. But I can get it to like 45, 45 and switch out the last slot. Yeah, got to figure out what it's going to be. This is one of the better weapons in here. Can't complain, I guess. Still not got one of the juicy ones that I wanted, though. Let's go. Last 5 like pulls here. Last 5 chances. Another 5-star weapon. Oh, actually, I'm not too bothered about Wanderer's Knife. I guess that's okay-ish. It's one I don't have. Okay. I think this is a double attack. Improved double attack. Improved 1535. So, yeah, I'm not too mad about that. That's one I didn't have before. I'll just make that 55% attack. I can go on somebody, I guess. It looks kind of ridiculous with the jaggedy bits, but otherwise, not too bad. Do we get any more pulls on this, guys? It only lasted 2 more days, so I'm guessing no. Kind of gutted, honestly. Like, the 2 weapons I wanted are just sitting there. Didn't get any more. Boo. Did anyone get the Stars Knife or the Luke Rifle? That I think, objectively, the better weapons in there. I got, I think, 3 or 4. I got 4 weapons out of what, 9? Out of 10. And I would say 2 of them are good. Well, this one's pretty good. I don't like double attack, but that one's pretty good. That's good. This one's decent, and this one is just like kind of okay-ish, but at the same time kind of meh. Just because I've already got it. The 3rd and 4th slots are really good, but the stats on it are just so low. That's the biggest issue. Like, yeah. Very, very low. Like 30% defense. I think they should add it so that you can add the stat being like 40% stat. Because 30% is just so low at this point. Especially as they only give out 5-star weapons now. So you only get 3 upgrade opportunities on weapons. Whereas before, they used to give out 4-star weapons at 30% or 35%. And then you got 6 upgrade opportunities. You see how the difference is there. So it's like the person coming up with these weapons isn't necessarily always thinking about the fact that you only get 3 upgrades rather than 6. Because let's say I had 6 upgrades on this weapon, right? I make it 30% defense, and then I do, let's say, 3 more upgrades to make it 45% defense, and then 2 more upgrades to make it 45% HP, and that would be 6 upgrades to make it 45-45. And even 45-45 is like okay. It's not like great. It's just okay. Great is like 50% plus. You know, 50 in one or 55 in one and 45 in the other. But this can't get anywhere. This can get what 40 35. Fantastic. Got stars, but wanted the double attack knife. I'll swap with you, bruv. We can talk. We can message the devs. I'll swap. Definitely, it would take stars knife, bro. It's stun on defense. Stun on defense on a fast weapon, bro. But again, the issue is the stats. I will be honest, the stats are pretty bad. But yeah, I would say as a just a straight up weapon. To get the best out of it, this one is the best weapon in there because you can just make it 55% attack and it's solid. You know. Wanderers, Luke, Callie, Krista. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. For 6 upgrades, you need to pay $200. No. Oh, I mean, those weapons you still only get 3, right? I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Is there one going on right now? There's surely one going on right now. Why are they running a Mackenzie advanced mission? That's so bizarre, isn't it? That's so bizarre. They're not running a $200 weapon right now. Oh, of course they are. It's here. Oh, this is a $100 weapon. My bad. Nice and cheap. Which one's this? Eva's long hunting knife. 40% HP, a huge bonus to AP when being attacked. So generally, when you see the 40% HP and then a huge bonus to AP when being attacked, instantly you know the weapon's bad. Just straight up, without even reading the rest. And the reason you know that is because you're having to replace... I talked about this before, actually. They should make everything 40-40. If someone wants to put a huge bonus to AP when being attacked, they can. But to get that 40, it's the 3 upgrades. Yeah. When killing a target, this fighter regains up to 50% of their max HP. HP and defense boost. This fighter and all adjacent. That third slot doesn't make any sense. Right? The only character on a defense team that I think can consistently kill someone as a fast character is Eris. And she dies when she does that. So, bizarre weapon. Last slot, great. But really bizarre. I think it needed 40-40. And probably absolute defense. Realistically. But then I think if it had that, it would probably be a $200 weapon. But yeah. This is the one that looked like a nail file. This weapon looks like a nail file to me. Okay, there we go. Look, 45%, 40%. Instantly, you've got a good chance here. Elusive Impair on a strong weapon is pretty decent. We have one of these, I think, already. Daze. When taking critical hit damage, daze the enemy for the next 2 turns. It's alright. You can make it 55, 45, or 50-50. Again, the stats are good. But, yeah. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird. Oh, is this the $200 weapon? Probably. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, it's Eva and Ghost weapon. Not Eva and Ghost weapon, Eva's weapon. Easter Eva's Savage Pilfered Rifle. 45% attack, a huge bonus to AP when attacking. Tank Buster, this fighter gets 100% attack when rushing an enemy with the tank roll. And then in the last slot, superior rush damage, increase rush damage by 50%. You see what's weird about this weapon, right? Is they know that this is designed to know that someone might only want to do 2 upgrades on the first slot and swap out like the last slot. So they're giving people the upgrades to do that here. Whereas the other weapons, they are obviously not. It's so weird, like how the weapons are like actually designed poorly on purpose in the other weapons, whereas this is designed with way more legroom purely because they want people to buy a $200 weapon, when they could realistically just design it so that the end product is still like decent for the other weapons, because at the moment it's bad. Like it's straight up bad. 35%, 40% is just not it for stats on a defense team, that's for sure. I mean, in Davies' hands and it works well. Wait, Fast Davy, the one with the Halo weapon. You shouldn't replace his Halo weapon. His Halo weapon is like what he brings to one of the main things he brings to the table. If you're talking about this one, you're talking about this fast weapon here. Or are you using? Wait. Are you talking about Strong Davy? I'm putting this on him on a defense team with this. I guess you're not talking about that. Hey, what's up, Bashan? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Carlos? Did you happen to get that Sandra weapon from the grey market? I haven't actually completed the event yet, but I don't think I will get it, or it'll be like I'll get it dead on. I'm not 100% certain. I've got Halo weapon on a different person. I mean, I don't think that weapon's adding enough. Like you just banking on the fact that it's giving extra stats, like with the 15-15 on the last slot. I guess that's one way to do it. He is the leader, so it makes sense. It makes sense. What was it called? Was it Leprechaun? Like, I haven't done a lot of the event, so I'm gonna catch up. I've probably got some bags to open as well. Like, I haven't done any of the roadmap up here really. Chasing rainbows. I'll do that tomorrow. I'm a bit knackered today, to be honest. What's up, Pablo? What's Rick? Rick is a character. But yeah. But that's how you get the power. Yeah, I mean, I agree with what you're saying, Bretland. I agree with what you're saying. But it's just like, they could still do it where the weapon turns out okay and the $200 weapon is still objectively a better option. But at the moment, they're making it like, people will even potentially not pick up the $100 weapons because they're making them bad enough that that's the case. Like 15, you're missing out on. Like let's go back to that weapon. Missing out on. I think it's probably going to be 7 upgrades potential. It's down the bottom, of course. I was like looking for it. So you could get this to 35, 45 if you don't change the 3rd slot. That means you're losing out on 4 upgrades on the defense bonus and 2 upgrades on the main bonus. 6 upgrades, right? 6. Like a weapon like this, you can get to 50-50. So you're missing out on 2. And the rest of the weapon's okay. Like, it's okay. Nothing to stop this character getting wrecked. And that's why the stats are needed. You know? Because these aren't things that stop the character getting destroyed. They're just things to annoy someone who attacks them. But like we showed the weapons in here, wherever they are. Same sort of deal here. Really good 3rd and 4th slots. Although like the 3rd slot here does stop you from getting destroyed as much. So the stats aren't as important. Like here you could go for 55% HP. Oh no, it doesn't. Sorry, it's not an absolute defense, it's a focus stun. So you can still get wrecked here. Someone can still just one-shot you. That doesn't reduce any damage taken. Same with the last slot either. So this one is the issue. So here you're going to get it to 35, 45. And you're missing out on 6 upgrades on stats. Whereas if you had it at like, if you got those extra 3, you'd be at like 45, 50, and that's where it'd be an actual half decent weapon. Whereas the $200 weapons are like at like 55, 55 pretty much. Like I'm pretty sure I've got some weapon. Like there's a tough weapon I had that was crazy. I can't remember what event it was from. This one. It's mad. And this was an event weapon. I was mad surprised. Look at those stats. You generally don't see that. Now this can't really go on too many characters. But it's decent. Like I think I've got this maybe on Kenny, I'm not 100% certain. Really heavy stats. What stage can you use coffee? Any stage. Right? You can use it on a world stage. Or you can use it on story room maps, I think. King Sandra's weapon is possible with all the additional clovers from the calendar. Yeah, it's definitely possible. I skipped a lot, but was still able to get the weapon and 5 copies of Sandra. Nice. The weapon is pretty decent as well. Could we get a hint if Winter Wendy is attack or defense based? I don't know too much about the characters at the moment. I've got a teaser video gonna be coming this weekend. I've got a little bit of teaser information. I haven't fully like read it. I can read it one sec. Let me just read the information I got. Looks to me like it is more attack team based from the information I've been given, because I don't get given I don't ask for all the information. Like I don't ask for like their entire kit. I ask for just like a signature move or a weapon, you know, so that I can just tease a little bit of information. And that's basically what's going to be happening in the video this weekend. You're right about the weapons. If I had a better option, but I'm just using what. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that you shouldn't use it or anything. It's just the way it is. Weapons are a tough situation. Like, free to play has not been given a tough weapon for a very, very long time until we just had that weapon recently. I don't even think this was free to play. I think this was part of an event, and you had to get lucky. Like it was, or you had to forego the character. The very heavy potential. You had to just ignore the character. A lot of the time, the free-to-play options have not been great. Like free-to-play weapons are very, very hard to come by nowadays. I think the last weapons we got were this one. Was I think in a league store like 4 years ago. And then I think we had another tough weapon. And this is what I'm saying, like, this one, you can see what the issue is. What's the issue with this weapon? Those stats. And this is what these new weapons are giving you, is these stats. It's giving you these half decent upgrades, but the stats are just, you can't, this isn't good enough for a defense team character, you know? Versus 40%, 40%, 45%, 40%, 45%, 45%, you know? And let me just have a look. I mean, there aren't too many. I mean, am I just looking at tough weapons right now? Yeah, that's the problem. I was like, there aren't too many good ones. You know? There aren't too many good ones. You know? But outside, like, this was a roadmap one. I think we got this. This was completely free to play, right? This was part of a roadmap. Pretty decent. Could get decent-ish stats there. Obviously, because it's an absolute defense weapon, it's generally better to go with HP. That's the only reason I went full in on HP. Yeah, like that's the sort of thing. If you ever get an absolute defense weapon, just go all in on HP, generally speaking. Because 60% of the time, the defense isn't going to make any difference, is how I look at it, right? When I look at absolute defense, it says 60% chance to reduce damage to 0. So 60% of the time, the defense isn't even going to come into, you know, account. What is it? What is new specialist skill? It's going to be a preview this weekend. I'm just giving you a teaser of a teaser. It's going to be on a new character. And the only thing I've said is it isn't in a defense. It's a hybrid one, from what I've been told. And generally, when a specialist skill is hybrid, which means it can be used on attack or defense, it isn't one that is going to stop someone from dying as quickly. So that generally means it's not going to be as toxic to deal with on a defense team. But it could still be toxic, but just in a different way. Like if I go to, it's a bit hard to get there. If I go to the glossary, and we look at specialist skills, like aggro can be attack and defense. It's not maybe the greatest on defense, but it definitely can be used attack and defense because it gives defense and attack, and it stacks and it does that. Same with amped. Amped is attack and defense. Arsenalist more attack. Beheading, I think these ones like decap can be on attack on defense too, especially with how offensive those defense. If anything, decap's better on defense now than it is on attack. Not to give Scopely too many ideas here, but decap is kind of crap on attack now. Like, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. Decap is terrible on attack because everyone's got decap resist somewhere. Like at least 2 or 3 characters in like the main meta teams can't even be decap because of their specialist skills. So decap is like average, like as a specialist skill. It's probably like crosshairs is better than decap. The second they brought out crosshairs, I was like, yeah, crosshairs is way better than decap. But it is what it is. Berserker 2, more attack. Bide. They tried to make an attack bide, didn't they? Was it attack bide? Was it Ronaldo? Is he bide? Didn't really work. Tried to taunt people into his attacks. It didn't work. They had to make it so one of his specialist skills made the counter damage that he did like 500% more powerful. That would have worked, but they didn't do that. Bloodthirst attack, bodyguard attack and defense, because it is pretty good on attack just to keep your characters alive. So I mean, theoretically, I guess it could be a kind of body. Oh, they haven't got bodyguard 2 in here yet. I need to add that to this. Collateral, definitely attack. Combat medic, mainly attack. Command can be both, but is a pretty broken on defense. Confounding, mainly attack. Cutthroat, mainly attack. Decap, attack, but like I said, defense. Devastating blow, mainly attack. Dexterity, mainly defense. Disarm, attack. Evasion, defense. Yeah, so you can kind of see when some things that can go on both teams. Like hold the line is mainly defense, honestly, because you don't want your team dying. Like there should be an opposite of hold the line. It should be like what do you think a good terminology would be for a character that was surrounded by teammates? Like this is hold the line's like you're the last man alive, effectively, or woman. as the case may be. But you're the last character alive, and you're getting buffed because of that. What if you're surrounded by your teammates? So like leading the line maybe, or something like that, where like because your teammates are alive, you're getting a bonus because you've got teammates that are alive. That would be a cool attack team specialist skill actually. Stand your ground. No, that's defensive. That's defensive. It'll be more like a team-based attack thing. Resilient was toxic on release, but didn't help Trader survive. I mean, Trader you could kill. Trader wasn't hard to kill. He was just very effective at killing people. And we didn't have disarm. And even if we couldn't disarm him. And you had to one-shot him somehow. All for one. Now that sounds like you're the... I mean, actually, I guess that sounds kind of cool. Back to back. All for one. It doesn't have to be like a crazy terminology. It's just something that describes the opposite of hold the line, where you get buffed because of people being alive rather than people being dead. Like a team player kind of thing. I don't know. I have to think on it. I mean, I can describe how that would work to somebody. I don't have to come up with the name, but it'd be cool to have a name for it. Seren, thank you very much. 37 months. Tier 1 plus. You have got a purple badge. Happy Easter. Yeah, is that tomorrow? I think it's a bank holiday in England tomorrow. The start of each wave, one on the defense team. There's a human shield. I think human shield could be used on attack. And they've never tried to use it on attack. I think it's because if you had an attack team human shield, you could cheese really hard. Really, really, really hard. Really hard, for sure. I mean, I've used shields on attack before, but like if they built one to be an outlast. Someone said in chat. Who said that? Daylight outlast can be both. It can be. We've got Zachary right now, and in the past Vance. So, but you see what I'm saying? Like the ones that work on both teams, they haven't got Resident Evil in here we go. But the ones that work on both teams, generally speaking, both attack and defense, aren't like making your team crazy to beat. Except Bodyguard, maybe it makes it a little bit harder. Bodyguard 2 is a little bit annoying. I'm not gonna lie. One for all would be pretty cool. Yeah. Yep. Do you think it'd be overpowered though? Because like at the beginning of the fight, you start with everyone alive. So maybe that's OP. I don't know. Could we see Parting Shot come back? We have Parting Shot come back. It was Outlast. They changed Parting Shot to Outlast. We never saw a Parting Shot after Outlast got released. They basically made Outlast a new Parting Shot. And I think maybe once upon a time Parting Shot was good. And the reason why once upon a time Parting Shot was good is because the stat balance between attack and defense was quite even in like the 5-star era. So even a basic attack was very strong. So even Parting Shot was quite strong. Now the one that could it come back, Lightning Reflexes. I always thought Lightning Reflexes could be really cool. If the character could use their signature move or rush before they did it, that would obviously be very good. But then it'd be a defense team run, and it's already toxic enough, so we don't need that. I think we need more attack team specialist skills to make it a little bit more fun, for sure. I remember 7-star Frost was a good human shield. Oh, you mean S-Class. Yeah. I can't remember who I used on attack. I can't really remember. But I did use a shield at one point. Hey, what's up, Notorious? Welcome to the stream. Are you still doing a tier list on specialist skills? I've thought about it for sure. I've just been trying to come up with ideas to do content in RTS, but also trying to motivate myself to do content in RTS. Like, my motivation is probably at an all-time low for content at the moment in the game. Unfortunately, it's like I'm in a real, like... Yeah, I don't know what to say. All-time low, guys. Onslaught Rush. Is that the name? Lightning Reflexes was so long ago. The last one we had was an S-Class, I think. Was it not? I think it was a Telltale character. What was it? Man, I wanted that one to work so much. No way you could potentially stun you. But it wasn't the case, unfortunately. Maybe a mix of parring shot and execution would be good. Or like, maybe they could have a passive with parting shot where like the lower their HP is, the more of an attack buff they get. So like for every 1% of missing HP, get like 2% extra attack. So when they're at 0% HP, they're missing 100% of their HP. They get 200% attack bonus. Suddenly that basic attack becomes a cannon. An absolute cannon. Rocket launcher on the shoulder, you know? My motivation is also at all-time low. Yeah, I think the reason my motivation is really low is because the game's become pretty stagnant for me. Where it's like, it's just rinse repeat for the last 6 months. It's been pretty hard to deal with as a player, but also as a content creator, you know? Every event is pretty much identical. The maximum mix-up that they've done is they bring in, like, let's put it this way. They just brought in a mission for, what's it called? Trivia. And they've done this once in the last 6 months. So it's like, it's decent. It's like rare enough that it's reasonable. But I actually didn't make any content on it on purpose because I felt bad that it was like the only thing they've done differently in the last 6 months, and I could spoil it in the first day. So I was like, I'm not going to make any content on this because I'm not really going to get much out of making content. I might get a couple of thousand views, might get a couple of dollars from that. But there are people who is spoiling it for them. Now, potentially you could say there's people who like wouldn't do it unless I made the content, but I think they're going to find it some way if they want to. There are people who want to go out and find out how to do this stuff, you know? There are people, like, as you can see, I haven't been really playing too much, like I say. So you want, I mean, I don't, but like, that's the only way parting shot would be viable. That's why they got rid of it, because parting shot just was not good. Like, it just was, it really just was not good after the 5-star era. The 5-star era, it was, also, don't forget, it's a gacha game, and if you've played other gacha games, they design certain things to be bad on purpose. Like, you might not like realize this, but that's part of gacha game design, is designing bad things, and they do that on purpose because then they've got the option to put that into rotation on like a new event character or something like that. You know, like I play a different game. And there are legendary characters in that, the top tier character, that are very, very bad. And they have been bad since the beginning of the game. They're not going to get buffed. And it's because you don't just have a percentage chance to get a legendary, but then from their perspective, you have a percentage chance to get one of the ones that are not very good too. So it's actually good for them that you don't get a good one. Doesn't work that way in RTS so much. I mean, it does, but it's not the same. I need to level up somebody. I really don't know who to level up. This is an issue that I'm finding at the moment. It's just like finding people to level up. I'm probably just going to level up stars. as a grade 4. The difference is not that big in XP. Like I lose 150k here. I got him from something a couple of months ago. I didn't actually level him up. I don't know how useful he is at grade. Whatever he is. 4. He's just a human shield at the moment. Wish Onslaught would come back. Do you though? But I mean, you may, but does the rest of the community? Okay, we need to use 2 stars. Because people like have called that Onslaught for a reason. A lot of people really dislike it. Like really dislike it. Okay. Why is it? Did you see that? It was like darkened a particular stage. I wonder why that is. You could get Mackenzie for £50 when she came out with an event. Not worth putting her to, or spending money while she's on the advanced pools. Yeah, but you see, the thing is, right, for you, that could be true. But for a massive whale, it's actually better to pull her on advanced. And the reason for that is because there are some whales sitting on like 2 million advanced tokens right now. Like 2 million ultra tokens. And this is half the problem that the game's facing right now. It's kind of like whale problems, but when it's a whale problem, it's also a Scopely problem in terms of making money. And it's not really a whale problem, it's like a whale benefit. And anything that benefits whales is bad for Scopely, generally speaking, right? So let me give you an example. When it originally got introduced, Advanced and Ultra was originally introduced because the same situation had occurred. The exact same situation had occurred, which we have right now. Which is, people had 5 million, you know, or however many, like legitimately millions and millions and millions and millions of Gold Mythic Recruit tokens, right? And the way they used to release characters was they released a character with coins, and then like 4 to 6 weeks later, the character went on a Gold Mythic wheel. What a lot of whales did was they actually just waited until they got onto the Gold Mythic wheel, and they pulled them then if the character was not top tier. As in, like, if it wasn't an obviously top tier character, they risked leaving it to this and using their like 6, 7, 8, 10, 20 million Gold Mythic tokens, which a lot of whales had because they gave away Gold Mythic tokens with every single offer that they sold. And they're doing exactly the same thing with Advanced and Ultra now. So they massively devalue those tokens. And there's not really many things in this game like that they have. Like every single time a whale buys a weapon, and the whales buy these weapons, they get 50k Advanced tokens. And they've probably done like 40 of these weapons. You know, so that's like over 1 million advanced tokens that they've given away for free, effectively, for buying a $100 weapon. Same can be said for the Ultra tokens. These are $200 weapons, and this is a whale thing, but you get 50k Ultra tokens when you do that. You know, the mods are not, again, as well, the mods are just like, Paragon mods are such a nothingness for whales now that I think they're probably going to have to bring out any mod to make it any good. But like, they can't realistically sell the thing that is the best thing in the game to make it valuable, but they sell everything in RTS and nothing's valuable. Like, what's valuable to you right now? But you can't buy nothing. Weapons, sure, it costs a lot, but you can buy them. Ultra tokens, you can buy them. Like, the rarest, hardest thing to come by that you cannot buy in the entire game is this. Is war tokens. And what did they do with war tokens? They made you get less. In a war season, you only get them in qualifiers now rather than in the wars in between. My time, I mean, Yeah, the greatest resource of all, eh? Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, they haven't got anything that's like hype. Everything is sold. And there isn't even that like rare to get thing or like very expensive thing. Everything's it like, it's very much an RTS problem too. I look at other gacha games, and no other gacha game throws in their best tokens or their best shards for like pulls with every single offer, and that's what RTS does. It throws in their best tokens and best shards with every single offer, and then they wonder why they probably don't make as much money as they could by not doing that. You know? Whales are gonna buy $200 weapons no matter what. They don't have to have 57,000 Ultra tokens in there. But, you know, it is what it is. Can't buy game knowledge. I mean, game knowledge can only get you so far, though. You know? At the end of the day, if I come up against someone who has bought every single weapon in the game, that's the main resource. That's the main source of power as well. Characters are okay, but if you don't have the best weapons, and then if you've got the best mods on every single character, like paragons in every single character on your defense teams, all three, you're objectively a better player just because you purchased that stuff, rather than being like more knowledgeable or skilled. And don't forget, like I said, in the top factions, teams are built by a small minority group of those factions. Like, people don't build their own teams. They might have a say, they might put forward ideas, but when you come up against the top factions in Warrior Champions, they all have the same team, and it's because one person decided, hey, everyone set this team. That's just how it is. Because it is like seen as the best team to use, and you don't need to be that knowledgeable person. There just needs to be someone in your faction who knows what they're doing. And 1 person out of 30 people will generally know what they're doing. But you could probably have like 4 or 5 people out of 30 people that can like theorize what to do. Okay. I'm going to just quick complete these because I hate it. I've got 3-star. This is how I randomly get 3 stars and 1 stars and stuff is SR, I think. Because I think I've probably got some right now. Yeah, I just randomly accumulated these 3 stars. And I saved that Sandy. She was the OG. One of my favourite characters when I first started playing. And I've already saved this Michonne as well. She's down here. Oh no, wait, she's not. Oh no, she's on the right hand side. There's 2 Michonnes. This Michonne is extremely rare. You can't actually get this one again. I think that's the 1st anniversary Michonne. It's a shame they just like these characters all exist in the game, but they just don't really utilize the I don't know what you want to call it, the collection side of RTS. I don't know. I've got a lot of 4 stars too. The skilled make the teams is what I'm hearing. I mean, yeah, generally speaking. And that's how it works with content creators as well. You can't be a successful content creator in any game without knowing what you're doing. And, you know, certain knowledge you share, other people who, like, just don't know how to do certain things will either pick up knowledge from you or, you know, like, just straight up copy you, which is absolutely fine. That's what content creating is about in gacha games, especially, you know. Like on my stream in that other game yesterday, I ran some stages for Bretland in his account, and I'm pretty knowledgeable in that game. I'm not like the best of the best, but it's fun to progress on certain accounts, to be honest. On my account, my account's pretty stacked in that game, unfortunately. So I can't really even show tutorial stuff. That's why progress on his account was great, because I can probably show that in a tutorial. And then like use my account for the very, very last stage. Did I not get another Raiden? Wasn't he part of... Wasn't he part of an event? Is he in a crate I've got somewhere? I've got a feeling that I don't want to sell that dude. Is that my only yes, my only one. Because I'm pretty sure I max skilled this guy. Yeah. How do I lock? Do I have to go to a different page to lock? Oh, it's the top left hand corner. Okay. Very, very rarely lock characters these days, but yeah, I don't want to sell that guy. I think I have a crate somewhere with Raiden in it, right? Like how I use your idea on the one roadmap. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. I mean, some people comment on my videos and say, "Hey, what about ABC? Why don't you try ABC?" And I try it. Like when I was doing my video before, I had a really good team. I was beating that roadmap quite nicely, and then I think it was Steve said, "I use Lao Po," and I was like, Lao Po sounds actually pretty good. Lao Po sounds pretty good, and I tried out Lao Po, and guess what? Lao Po was pretty good. Do I go for Raiden over Hina? I think I do. I kind of like Raiden, to be honest. I kind of like Raiden. And then we'll go for one Hina. I kind of do. Now we need to get. Oh, we need to get some silvers. The skill to make the teams is what I have here. No, yeah, pretty much. What am I doing? I'm getting some silvers. That's right. These. Good night, Brelins. Is it just random? These are from like past. 100 sounds low. Yeah, that sounds pretty low. I'm gonna not be honest. I think that's probably one of the lower ones. Okay, here's some of the stuff. Okay, daily rewards as well. Where did I get that? Where did I get that? Crazy. I'll have to open these mods at some point. Let's go for more of you. 22 of you? Go for it. Let's go for it. Get 2 here. I might actually have a character now to level up for the next level up, which is crazy. Crazy. Pretty much. What I'll do is I'll do a tier 2 as well. And I'll upgrade him for this, and then I can save Raiden for the next level up tournament. Amazing. Has anyone got Raiden? I think I saw that he has like a Guardian Shield potential at the beginning of the fight. Seems pretty interesting on that. And Guardian Shields are pretty annoying, not gonna lie. Let me check out his kit. At the start of each wave, 60% chance this fighter and one other teammate get Guardian Shield, plus 1 Guardian Shield while on the defense team. So 3 Guardian Shields, I think. But it's only 60% chance. Still. He's got a taunt. Got 3 character taunt, that's interesting. And some damage. I think him and Locke in the same team could be good because they're both bodyguards. His weapon is not very good. What's it using here? Okay, not that. Because I want to use, what's her name, Brianna or something. Okay, that's 3 million. And 69. Nice. Shamrock SOS is supposed to be used first aid kit, and I using making and nothing happening. Can you confirm? This one, yeah. Okay, so it's not making them. Which one did you say? Shamrock SOS. Oh, it take me to the world map. Did you use it on road maps or world map? First aid kit. Issue is I have to get hit, right? Yeah. So that should be enough. On missions, world map. Try story. Do you mean world map like I'm in right now? Or road maps? I don't think it would make a difference, but it could. I'll tell you in a second if it works here. What do you think of this free-to-play sneak and control team built for romance and war? Awaken, Negan, Michelle, Mike, Vance, Trader. I got my way around a couple of war defense teams. It can't be that quick though, right? I mean, you're relying on Negan and Michelle to get the kills for Mike to roll them, I guess. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it worked for me by the looks of things. It worked for me. Make sure you're using it on well map. Where is it? Oh man, my text is all going crazy. Shamrock SOS is fired though. That did work for me. Make sure you're also using the right heal as well. They look reasonably similar. Reasonably. Is my stuff still messed up? It is. One sec. Easy way to fix this, guys. You ready? Is you go out of your game and then you come back into it. Out, but you don't close it, and then you just come back in, and it lets fixed. So you don't have to restart your game. You know, which takes maybe some time for some of you. It used to take a lot of time for me being on an emulator. On my old PC, my emulator on my new PC is like, it's so good. It's so good. I may as well have a mobile phone. Like, emulators generally are very laggy, but it's so good because my CPUs are nuts. And I love making content, guys. I'm gonna be honest. It's just that I wish there was more content to make. And I wish I was motivated in RTS at the moment. I really do. Michelle infection is long. Yeah, but it's almost... No, I mean, I don't think it is. She's got two. She's got her Sig move, but she's also got, like... Unless it's on her leader skill, actually. It might be on her leader skill. Who are you using as leader? I guess we're using it for the focus. Yeah, it's on her leader skill. It's interesting you're using Michelle. Is it using Michelle particularly for the infection or what? Or is it also for the rush? When will be the next Awakened character? I don't think there's going to be another Awakened character. I don't think it's going to happen anymore. We haven't had one since December. They haven't put a pin in it, like, officially, but they don't do that. Look at Mythic Trials. They just didn't do any more and didn't say anything. Where they should just put a pin in it, like, the Awakened project is over, you know? I think it was a failure, I'll be honest. The characters weren't that great, but the delivery of them was terrible. They were delivering them like they were delivering, like, as if they were giving away advanced characters or something. It was a free-to-play character that was just an upgrade of a character that you've got already. So it was making that character objectively like 5 to 10% better a lot of the time. Just bringing their stats up to par, making their, specialists, or not their specialists, their, like, passives make sense. The percentages were, like, added up to, like, a good percentage rather than being, like, 20% chance to occur or something like that, you know? Only one, I think, maybe got, like, a bit better, like, heavily better, and that was Lily. The rest didn't have as massive an improvement to make it that crazy a grind to get them. I think originally it cost like $150 as well to get, and then they brought down the price. So yeah, there's that as well. Seemed to be a bit of a disconnect on Scopely's side about like how these characters were meant to be versus how they were, and also like it also seemed maybe they changed their mind because. Yeah, they didn't seem to calculate things very well when it came to how much they were trying to sell them for. What's up, Kathy? Welcome to the stream. I respectfully disagree. Leaders got bumped up to around off-duty shaneable. Do you want to disagree? All teammates get 40% attack and gain focus for 3 turns at the start of battle. All teammates get 40% attack at the start of each wave. 3 enemies get minus 35% defense for 2 turns. I'd still say this probably gives more attack potential. Just because of defense now. But like I said, his original was what, 25% attack? This is what they did. They brought all the numbers up a little bit. Stats up a little bit. Let's look at max. Like, wait. Okay. He's getting a buff somewhere, but his HP gets buffed in his kit, doesn't it? Bulk. The bulky. Didn't they change one of these as well? One of them used to do main damage, but they changed it. And I think they changed it because, well, not because, but like it's actually a good change. The best thing they did on them was they actually made the weapons nice. This is a really good weapon. Like in general, on him it's not that great, unfortunately. Like the last slot is not that great. 1535 would have been it, but like some of the weapons they did on these characters, like honestly, the awakened character weapons were the hype part. Like even the Gov, where is he? Awakened Governor. He should be quite high up because he has got stat boosts. Good weapon, you know. Good weapon. The rest of his kit was okay. He is actually much better than people realise. I'm surprised I don't see him too much. I think it's because he doesn't have normalised resistance, but he's got crosshair resistance, which means it's very hard to decap him. Outlast, you know, full cleanse now, I think, right? Like 100% chance to cleanse. When entering Outlast state, 100% chance to recover all debuffs, yeah. It's just a lot of people ignore him till last, I guess, is the issue. I think in the right team, or the wrong team, depending on how you want to look at it, if he's teamed up with someone who's hard to take out too, it's not too bad. Even his SIG, I think his SIG got changed as well. Like, it's a deal 35% of his fighters max HP and damage to this fighter and one enemy. That was to reduce his HP for... I don't think the awakened characters are in here, right? Oh, they are. Okay. But here's the original. Oh, it did the same actually before. But yeah. Are you going to make a part 2 of the game? I somehow messed up and now I can't earn mats to save my life. I don't know what to do. Make a part 2 of the game. I don't know what you mean. You get materials from material outposts. You might have overcrafted other buildings. Some buildings share the same slot, right? Because you see, if I click convert, I can convert this to a scav camp. Scav camps are useless, all right? So you shouldn't have any if you can help it. I think you have to have one. Maybe not, I'm not sure. I've got 2 up here and 1 here. So I think you have to have 3. I think the minimum you can have is 3. I'm not sure. You cannot build another material post. So like, just convert your scav camps into material posts. Scav camps are useless. They haven't upgraded those in like 5 years. And the best way to get materials is world map progression. Getting to the last stage of the world map. And raiding. Raiding gets you a lot. I think they mean the beginner guide part 2. The good old You Got Lucky days. I don't think I have a beginner guide on my channel. What is the Shamrock Trivia Shuffle? I mean, I might do a video for tomorrow, like the last day of the event, just to get it done, but I'll do a video going over that. I think you can get the information off of Discord and stuff if you're really interested, though. When Negan hit, he had a chance to change all his damage to main damage. Yeah, exactly. And what would happen when he hit, when that procced, he can't proc his weapon when he does main damage, so if he had stun on attack, it wouldn't work. Can those Awakening really cost Scopely much? I mean, the tune already exists. They're simply modifying the values of... They outsource all this. They don't do it themselves. Like 99% sure they don't do anything themselves. So an Awakened character costs them as much as an Advanced character does. But which one makes them more money, generally speaking, do you think? Do you think a character like Davy or Brutus makes them more money? Or do you think a character like... I don't know, Shamrock Sandra, Pizza Boy Glenn. Oh no, actually Pizza Boy Glenn wasn't an event. Sweetie Princess, you know. And this is the thing that they mess up. This is where they mess up a lot. Is if they made these characters actually good, people would buy them quick. It's what they don't realize, because they make these characters generally quite average. People don't buy the event items to get them as quickly as possible. They just wait it out. I guarantee you if they made these characters just at like 20% better, they don't have to be anywhere near what an Ultra and Advanced is, but usable. Like, reasonably usable. But yeah, I mean, I'm singing the same tune I sung for like 4 or 5 years. It's pointless at this point. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is where I'm at the game. I've been saying the same thing over and over again. And eventually, it's just, I can't be bothered with it anymore. It's just like, yeah, they're not going to change it. What's the point in talking about it anymore? You have to. Also, don't forget to hit the like. Yeah, like button's nice. 25 likes, I do appreciate it. Princess is worthless even for free to play. I mean, she isn't actually that bad, but there aren't, like, the thing they did wrong was they released loads and loads of fast characters in a row. And there isn't really that problematic a tough defense that can't be dealt with in other ways. And it's Telltale. None of these fast characters realistically deal with Telltale. They're just doing trait damage against Telltale, you know? But they released, what? Was it 6 in a row? Sweetie Princess, Magnificent Mirabelle, Carol, Bloody Richards, Wolfman Dwight... I think that was it, actually. So it's 5 in a row. 5 fast characters in a row, mad. And that was it. Those were monthly event characters too. So for 5 months, we only had 5 fast characters. Is War Veteran Rosita any good? She's going to be good for Faction Assault. Otherwise, not really. I mean... You never know, you could come up with some niche thing, but generally speaking, I'd say she's mainly a Faction Assault character. She's going to be actually really good for Faction Assault. Alexandria has a let's have a look. Alexandria has a Lacerator, and you can lacerate her. Hemorrhage. That guy can't cleanse. You know, it's not too bad. You need them gold tokens from the bit shop. Look. Wait, what? Is the bit shop about to reset or something? Oh, right, these. I see what you're saying, yeah. Oh, lucky me. Do you guys remember when I bought all of these? It's like, what an idiot. Didn't even get locked either. I literally didn't even get the extra copy of myself. What an idiot. It cost me so much as well. And like, look how little you get. This is 172 gil bits gets me a 10 pull. So 172 dupes gets me 10 rolls of the dice on an old wheel, man. Oh man, it's mad. I remember when they nerfed this, they was like, "Oh, this is too good. It's too good." Oh my goodness. I'm surprised they haven't changed this actually. I'm guessing there's gonna be a change coming here where this resets every like 6 months soon, because they've changed a lot of the game where they don't have to update it too often. Like you guys might not have realized they did like a stealth change here. They made the League Store. They made it a 2-month reset, and they didn't give you twice the amount of gold mythic tokens. So now we get half the amount of gold mythic tokens that we normally get from this. Right? Because like I just got my 20k, but I get my 20k every 2 months instead of every month now. The weapons, we get half the amount of weapons, but at least they did 2 first-time weapons rather than anything else. The same can be said for this. Like, this bag is the best way to get TWD gold medals for free-to-play. 100% the best way. And they just basically nerfed it and made it half as good, because you can only get 6 of the bags every 2 months now instead of 6 bags a month. Yeah, messed up. And I've been calling for this currency to be improved constantly in PC. It's just it's non-stop ignored. I don't need this currency, right? I was sitting on like over 1 million when this new thing dropped. Where is it? Mythic Market. I think I was like over 1 million. Actually, I probably wasn't like that high, but I picked up all the stuff I wanted to pick up. That cost me 300k. That cost me 100k. And then I picked up 4 of this crate, I guess. So that cost me 240k. So I casually just spent 640k. I did have over 1 million. I casually spent 640,000. Free to play never had 640,000. And the reason I say free to play is because I had the characters that are returning. Or like, people who need this the most don't have that sort of token. They made this stuff way too expensive, man. Way too expensive. They're probably sending these tokens somewhere, I'm guessing. Should we have a look? They must be sending these tokens somewhere. Okay, it won't be any event stuff because these are all like ongoing events. Will it just be in normal offers? So yeah, there's a gold rush coming, so they're selling this stuff. Okay. I'm surprised they're not selling any of it. Very surprising. Because they've literally made it so hard to come by. I don't even know why I claim that offer still, by the way. It's like, I still claim it every single time. It's just like, both of the currencies mean nothing to me. Same with this. I don't even want to see how many torches I got left. I haven't seen any that they're selling. So they're not even selling this currency. They're just cutting free-to-play's legs out from underneath them. That's mad. Man, should I check out how many torches I got left? I haven't run that torch run for ages. 7,500. What good, dude? That's probably enough to get an S class, I'm guessing. They are an event, the grey market event. So you mean the monthly event? So I've got, like, as a free to play, you've got to choose. Again, this is just bad design. You've got to choose to get the character that's in the store, or this. And this is honestly just not a lot. 20k, and it costs 700 for 20k. That's 2 copies, right? 2 copies of the current event character, nearly, to get 1/3. Oh, where is it? to get 1/3 of a character from a crate. That's like over a year old. Now, you could potentially say some of these characters might be better than the event character. Potentially. But this is that it. But like, these are old event characters. So they're saying 2 copies of the current new event character versus 1 copy of an old event character in Omid. They don't give out anywhere near enough of those tokens, no matter what anyone says. That every time it's 1000s and stuff. 1000s. You know? I mean, this is an old currency store. This gives you enough to get a decent amount. You know? And that's just 7 gold mythics that you don't want anymore. This is great value for TWD gold medals. I mean, I actually might pick this up because, you know, I might. I kind of did. I kind of just did. But yeah, they're kind of all over the shop with how much of this. I don't think they realize how many you need. Maybe they think you need only 5k per character, or maybe they think it's 6k rather than 60k. I don't know. But this should be at least 2.5k per claim. At least. And that way, if you did it 20 times, you would get 50k, which is still short of one of the crates. But you'd be able to get 2.5 versions of Omid, who's an old event character, versus 2 versions of the current event character. But anyway, whatever. I'm tired of bringing that up in PC. I'm tired of bringing anything up in PC. Nothing that gets brought up in PC changes. Nothing. It's pointless. They put they had. I've complained about them putting it in stashes as well. I don't think they've got any in the current stash. They put like thousands in this, where it's just like you can get like 10 of the rewards are 1,000 of that. It's like, come on, man, 10, like, and only 1k. It should be like 5 at 2.5 or 5 at 5. But yeah, are you still on the update beta version, or are your roadmap signs a different color? I'm still on the update version. That's why stuff looks different in my game. I mean, I'm not going to point anything out too much, but there's been something that could potentially be given away as part of the update, but I don't think anyone's noticed it, which is good. I was meaning in chat. Yeah, I see that. They put some in the event stores, though, yeah. Is Wangfar a better leader than Off-Duty Rick? I think Wangfar is a better leader than Off-Duty Rick, yeah, personally. Rick does give you, like, crit reduction, like, damage. Can make... Effectively, you can resist it. And also, he gives normalized resist to, I think, medics. 50%, which is decent. But Wangfar is burn bleed resistant, which is nice. And I think people underrate his stun potential. He's a controller, so he's much more likely for it to occur. And he can counter like the most meta attack characters. You could have either a Ghost try and rush, Sig move, sorry, off of turn 1. Take out an enemy, and she could get stunned. Like, just from taking out one character. You know? Now, his stats, they're a bit low. But there are some new... Like, that newer weapon with the extra 1535 potential. Bring his stats up a little bit. His kit isn't, like, fantastic. He had a couple of decent passives, if I remember right. Rick isn't a rainbow lead. I think he's got something on him that's rainbow, right? I use Wangfar in my tower team, so you just don't know what you're attacking against, and you know, that's pretty much it. Or at least I think I used to. Maybe he might be one of my main defenses now. I'm not sure. I'm kind of trying to mess around with another defense at the moment, but like I say, motivation is at an all-time low. So yeah, even these, look at this, like 50 tokens per stage, 250 per day. How much do we get on this one? Ooh, another 250, 500 per day. Jeez, 15k per month. That means one character every 4 months from doing that roadmap. And you can't even do that other roadmap every day. Hey, what's up, Logan? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I think the deaths is Rainbow, not the crit on Rick. Yeah, it might be. Let me check it out. I know something's Rainbow on him. Where is he? Did I max him? I might have maxed him, yeah. All teammates get 40% HP, so it is Rainbow there, but all alert and tough teammates get a 50% critical hit resistance. And really, that was what he was bringing to the table, was the critical hit resistance, because when he came out, when I say meta, I mean he was disgustingly powerful when he came out, because every single damage dealer did crit damage. And he hard countered like Kenny. And then to counter, literally to counter Rick and Rick defense teams, they had to bring out Sophia. So like, it showed you how good Rick was as a character, as a free to play, because they brought out Sophia to counter him. Sophia, who was absolutely beastly, they brought out to counter Rick defense teams. He also stopped normalize. No, he did normalize. Oh no, yeah, you're right. Normalize. He gave normalize resist, but it was only to medics. But that generally meant like Vance and Nor on his defense teams. So yeah. Okay, guys, I am gonna go to bed because I've been having some early nights. I haven't been streaming, I haven't been making content, but I've been going to bed like pretty decent times, between 9:30 and 10:30, just getting up early as well. That part of my life is going pretty well. That routine is good. But the content side of things, I'll try and get some content out about the trivia missions tomorrow. If you really want to get them done, guys, I would just look around on Discord and line chats and stuff for the details, but I will get a video out if I can tomorrow, just going over it. And I do, like it says on the screen, right, I hope to do a new teaser video this weekend with a new preview at Specialist Skill as well. So there'll be 2 separate videos over the weekend, so stay tuned for those. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Take care. Have a good weekend, and I will hopefully see you on a live stream next Monday. Take care, guys. And like I say, as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.